The Diablo 4 Season 15 PTR just ended, and after spending over 30 hours testing the new additions, I can confidently tell you that this season will completely change how you farm for gear. The developers are adding some quality of life improvements and a ton of power to the game. But don't let the initial wave of hype fool you. While 90% of these system changes are an absolutely good change for the overall health of the game, there is one massive mistake during the endgame that threatens to completely destroy the point of loot hunting. Today we are breaking down the 5 things that Season 15 gets completely right and the one massive flaw that is actively breaking the game. We kick things off with a massive quality of life victory for seasonal players that we have been begging for since launch. The arrival of the Rebirth System. While this isn't exactly game breaking, it completely solves character slot suffocation. If you're a seasonal player who never touches the Eternal Realm, you can finally recycle your favorite old character profiles instantly without wasting slots or sitting through the character creation screens all over again. It's a quality of life feature that should have been in the game on day one. Our second massive win fixes Diablo 4's longest running structural issue, endgame defense. The new single resistance update is an absolute game changer for improving your defense. In past seasons, hitting high resistances required sacrificing high value armor rolls or rolling all resistance for all your defensive slots. Now adding these high value single resistance stat options, especially to your talismans, acts exactly like picking up extra free gem sockets and frees up gear for other affixes. Defense has been a massive bottleneck for a while now, but this change single-handedly opens up your gear slots, giving you a massive survival cushion before you ever step foot into the high torment tiers. Which leads us directly into win number 3, the return of legacy uniques. I will never complain about more loot options, and iconic items like Leoric's crown, Squirt's blouse, and the Stone of Jordan completely reframe how we evaluate our gear. These items don't just add flat stats, they interact dynamically with your defense systems. When you pair the defensive protection of the Stone of Jordan with the single resistance buffs we just covered, you unlock a baseline that shifts the entire defensive game. Even if a couple of the new additions are underwhelming, the overall loot variety is the healthiest it's been in a long time. Win number 4 is a massive correction to Mythic crafting. In Season 14, the developers completely overcorrected. They started off badly by heavily restricting crafted items, and then they went too far by making it laughably easy to craft Mythics via the cube. Season 15 finally strikes a better balance. Now you can confidently craft a guaranteed targeted mythic piece from the cube to secure your build's mechanical engine while leaving the rest of your collection up to high stakes RNG drop methods. It preserves the thrill of the hunt without gatekeeping progression. The 5th and final win is going to be completely game breaking. Soul Splinters. Having the ability to slide a 35% attack speed and crit damage modifier or a flat 40% damage resistance stat directly into your jewelry sockets changes the scaling. Even if they block these from working inside Leoric's crown, the pure mathematical density here is astronomical. The utility these add from your sockets opens up flexibility with your affixes and means you can finally unequip defensive items and safely wear high-risk offensive style armor pieces like Squirt's blouse without getting instantly one-shot. But here is the one fatal flaw that is actively destroying the core soul of the game: the Mythic gear overload. While the crafting changes are fantastic, the actual in-game reward loop is completely broken. Look at my character sheet right now. Outside of 2 tiny slots, my entire build is completely covered in purples. This is terrible for the longevity of an ARPG. Because mythic items are so universally overpowered, half of the game's actual loot drops are completely irrelevant. I don't even remember most of the legendary aspects anymore because there is zero reason to ever use them. In older seasons, we complained that everyone wore the exact same meta items, like Era Perdition, on every single class and build. But the developers went too far. By allowing us to pack every single slot with a purple item, they completely wiped out the puzzle of build crafting. I don't know if the real solution is limiting us to 1 defensive, 1 offensive, and 1 utility mythic slot, but I can tell you that turning Diablo 4 into a game where legendary aspects don't matter is a massive disaster. The system desperately needs a limit cap before the launch goes live. And if you want to see exactly what is coming to Season 15 and how it will impact your character, click straight into my next video here on what I learned in Season 15 PTR. I'll see you over there.